she was in the kitchen, and I got a revelation of her, and some of you have heard this before, but I want to share it with you for you to understand. In my second book, there's a chapter called The Ministry of the German Chocolate Cake. Now, let me show you how crazy and how revelatory I am. When I saw her getting all the ingredients together on the counter, I saw her get the sugar. I didn't see sugar, but I saw a cane field. When I saw her get the eggs, I saw a chicken. And when I saw her get the flour, I saw a wheat field. And so I watched her take all these ingredients, prepare those ingredients, and put it into a bowl. And what I began to see is myself. There's certain ingredients in me that have to be brought together. And what happened was, then she got something to agitate those ingredients. I wonder how many of you are being agitated right now. Because the ingredients that God is bringing together to make that one in this bowl, and it's called batter. While she's getting this done, she's beginning to make this cake. She has something in mind. There's a vision ahead, and God has assigned her as the baker, and she began to let this thing be moving around. Meanwhile, she has two other pans that's on the table, and all these pans have oil in the pan. Oil in these pans, and they're on the counter waiting. And then now, you know, that while all this is happening, she's also doing something else. She went over to the oven and turned it up to the right temperature. She went back to the same batter that looked like me, and she looked at it. It's not the same anymore. I no longer see the field. I no longer see the chicken. I no longer see the cane and nothing. I see one different look. And this thing, they called it batter. And this person that God has assigned took this batter and poured it into this pan. That was oil already in. I wonder how many of you recognize that this church was the pan with the oil that's already here. And He's poured you in it. I wonder wherever church you are, that's the pan that He poured you into. And while He puts you there, because this cook, this baker, this pastor, this woman of God began to take this same pan and drop it on the counter. And that was to get all the air bubbles out. Because some of us are still full of air, even though we've been... all of us have been brought together. All the ingredients is already in you, but you still got a little air in you. Meanwhile, after all that is being done, she takes those same pans, and you think you've arrived because sometimes somebody came and tasted you, and they said, you taste good, you don't need nothing else to you, you already ready, so you might as well start your church. But the thing about it is, you're not prepared yet. You ain't been through nothing. And so this baker, the pastor, this one who's been in charge, took you and put you in the oven. How many of you have ever been to church and want to know why, God, I got to go through so much in this church? Is it possible that that's the process that God is taking you through? Is it possible that while you're going through, you're in the oven? Yes, yes. And while you're in the oven, that thing that you thought you were ready, you had the flavor, but you weren't at your full potential. Now that the heat has been put to you, where you thought you were going to die, Lord, they're going to kill me. I can't take it. My God. What this baker does is open this oven at the right time. When you think it's time to go, she takes a toothpick and sticks it in you. Oh, not while I'm going through. I'm in the heat and you're stopping me. Why would you be so disrespectful? So she sticks this cake, this thing in the pan with this toothpick and pulls it out and examines the toothpick. If nothing comes out on this toothpick, that means you've been through the process. Some of us have been stepped, and you're still, some of you coming out unrefined. That means you gotta stay in a little longer until God finishes working it out through you. So now all of a sudden, this baker says, ding, it's time up. Smells like you ready. looks like you're about ready, and takes you out of the oven and puts you on the counter, takes the other and puts it on the counter, and then says, you know what? That's when we start smelling ourselves.
Yes.
Yeah, I got all that Bible teaching. I got all that stuff. Yeah, I got an anointing. I'm ready. Smell me? I know all the cliches. Smell me? And all of a sudden, I don't know why she's leaving me on this counter. Somebody may knock me over, but Pastor, you're not using me. I smell good. I look good. You're in the process of waiting. If they take you out of that pan before you cool down, you'll break apart. It's not time yet. So now, what you didn't know, while you were in the oven, God was preparing something for you. She got some pecans and some coconut and some glaze, and began to start stirring this thing. Wow, you're going through. God is preparing something else for you. So go back to this pan. Now, the temperature. You cool down. Then they turn you upside down.
My God.
Tap around you, making sure nothing's left behind, and take you off because that oil protected you from getting stuck.
Jesus.
Some of us have been fighting the oil and wiping it off. So you take the pan off and put on the cake pan on the plate, and all of a sudden, now he wants to take the other one. Oh, so let's take off all the crumbs off the top, because some of us still have the residue of yesterday.
My Lord.
And sometimes the pains of yesterday have begun to dictate your future. So now, she got you cooled down. And all of a sudden, that stuff she been stirring up that you didn't know, the thing that God was preparing, she take a scoop of that and plops it on that first layer. And also smears it over. You start feeling yourself even more because you got a degree now. You know more than the pastor.
Jesus.
You say, oh yeah, you got a new job. You higher lifted up, and all of a sudden she's smoothing that glaze on you, and you feeling it now. Because anybody been in ministry, there's been a season where you feel yourself. And all of a sudden, God knows that you can handle it for a little bit, and he puts another layer on top of you. Whoa, you are really about to take over the world. All of a sudden, the glaze is going all around you, and just putting this glaze on the side, and you're looking, and now you're shining. You feel like you're ready now. And nothing's happening because they left you on the counter, and you're settling. And all of a sudden you feel like you're ready, and the things are taking too long, and you're getting frustrated. You don't know why. You gotta sit back. You got everything you need, but you're not ready until somebody cuts you. Ministers, you're not ready until you get cut. Not once, but twice.
Oh my God.
Then in the process, a piece of you will be removed.
My Lord.
It's called ministry, and it's put on another plate. And nothing is going to happen until somebody taste who you are. All that you've been through, all that you struggled because of every word that comes out of your mouth. They taste who you are, and their testimony is, oh, taste and see that the Lord is good. Come on, put your hands together.